to
grow. Was I excited or
Was
what?
I not clear when I said I was starting or what?
I can't say hi or what, bitch? Oh my god.
I'm dead.
I can say hi. It's America, bitch.
Okay.
Okay, again. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to
Growing
Growing
and
and
glowing.
Glowing. This is your girl Wens.
And your boy Brans?
And we're happy to be here with you guys with another episode.
Yes.
And on today's episode, we're going to get back a little into what we had talked about previously. And it's going to be about
how to create a structured routine or how to start if you haven't yet started one.
So we're going to give a little bit more detail about like our everyday routine.
Yes.
And then like this may be or may not be for you guys, but it's just like what has helped us
Yes.
to really like get disciplined, to really like do what we want to do and just overall feel better and like look better.
Yes. And just also like, you know, for people who struggle to get things done, this is definitely a video for you. You know, just because I myself struggle with that sometimes, and having a structured routine has really helped me kind of like achieve what I need to do, you know?
Yeah,
and
I
help
agree.
me get through the day sometimes, you know?
Yes, I agree. I feel like one thing about having a routine is that when you have a routine, it really shows how much you care for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, and it just really gives you a sense of discipline, a sense of like kind of a big responsibility. And soon enough, it's not like such a routine. Like, it doesn't feel so hard like doing a routine. It becomes more of like your lifestyle and how you live every day, right?
Yes, and I do believe as well that your mind does start adapting to certain habits, and if you keep doing it repetitively, I feel like that will automatically start like incorporating in your everyday habits, you know?
Yeah, definitely. And honestly, guys, once you have like that routine, you just feel so much better. Like your day by day gets easier. Like everything you do doesn't feel like too much. If you know what I mean, like how to explain that, like
Too much, like just overwhelmed, because I feel like people who don't have routines, or not that don't have routines, or who don't really like plan their thing out, I feel like certain days it can just be so much, you know? And I do believe that, you know, having a structured routine does help you a lot, because in cases like, you know, if you're having a day where you can't do certain things and you're just backtracked, and I feel like that's when people get overwhelmed, you know, and like start like feeling like they're like stressing out or having like a bad day. So that's why I feel like it's really important for you to have like a routine, or at least times and days where you have to get things done, so it doesn't like get to you to last minute, or you know, something that you can forget and never get done.
Yeah, exactly. And I love that you said that. It's basically about just having like structure in your life, because it's really important to have a sense of structure in your life, or else everything is chaos. Like when you really try to like go a week without like any plan or anything, you notice that most of the time like you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, because for your mind it's so hard to process everything going on. So not having like a strict routine, a strict schedule, it overwhelms you physically and like emotionally. So that's why like having this set routine is really important for you, and we want to help you guys with that, and hopefully you're able to learn something from this.
Yes, I love that.
So how do you start your everyday routine?
Well, I'm glad you asked that, also because I feel like, especially, I don't know about like you, but I feel like especially this week I have really been on top of it. And what I really do, for me personally, what has really helped me like be ready and stuff, or be prepared for myself, is Sunday reset. I reset myself on Sunday, and I make sure I do everything I planned. Like, I make sure I plan everything. I make sure I do what I need to do and get my stuff ready for the prior week, so I don't feel too overwhelmed. Because I feel like before I would like go day by day, and I would take longer to do certain things when like it didn't have to if I was prepared. You feel me?
Yes, and I feel like when you don't have that routine, like you do take so much on doing certain things, but once you have like a set schedule, like, and you realize, okay, like
I don't have a lot of time to do this, so let me hurry up.
yes,
you know what I mean?
exactly. Like you realize like, oh shit, like I really only have an hour, like, or I only have this much time to do this, compared to when you don't have routine, you'll be taking 3 hours to do one thing.
Yeah.
And then you realize like, oh shit, like my day has gone by so fast and I didn't get to do everything I wanted. And that was like one of my problems. Like I don't know if it's like the ADHD in me, but I would like hyper focus on one thing, or like just jump and jump from things, and my shit will never get done. Like I kept saying like, oh, today's my day off, I have all day to do all this shit.
Yes.
And then like I would never get to it all.
Because realistically, like on your day off, you don't want to do anything, you know?
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like for me, like it kind of like that did stem from like being like that. Like, oh yeah, I'll do it the moment I have a free time. But when that day does come, something else comes up, and it just unrealistically you're able to finish things because you don't have time. We only have 24 hours in a day, and an hour goes by so fast. So that's why I feel like for me it has been like really important to prepare myself the week before I start. And I have seen a big difference
Mm-hmm.
from when I don't and I do. And I feel like I walk into the week like, you know what, like come on, like what else can happen? You
Yes.
know, like I'm ready. Like I
Like
have
you're
my
ready to take on that
yeah, like
week.
all my cards are in check. Like what's gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm ready. As if like if I didn't and I kinda like have a day where like I fall out of it and I feel like anxious, I feel a little sad, I feel like
Yeah.
dirty, like I don't know, like it's
Like
bad, like
everything that week doesn't go right,
yeah, like I
right?
feel like I just don't feel on a good note. So that's why I feel
Mm-hmm.
like for me it was that like having times and having giving myself time slots to get my chores and things done, you know?
Yes, and I love that. And yeah, like when you don't have like I was saying like the set plan, there's not enough hours in the day. And just like not having anything planned, like I was saying, like you just tend to hyper focus on one thing without realizing you have so many other things to do. So then
Yes.
just really having like a set schedule like with times, going to realize how much time you actually have within the day to do so many things.
Yes.
And I feel like once you learn time management, because that's what really is like
Mhm.
having this day routine and having like a structure to your life, like learning time management is gonna open so many doors to success. Like you're going to be able to,
Like
um,
manage more.
yeah,
And
exactly.
people, I feel like, sorry me to cut you off, but I feel like you brought up time management. I feel like someone who comes off as like well put together, like comes off as like someone like you go to. I feel like usually a lot of times that person like is on a schedule.
Yes.
They have like a routine to this, like have routines for everything. Like I'm pretty sure like the reason they are the way they are is because they have a routine.
Yeah, like they go to work or wherever you see this person looking
Yeah.
so good, but you don't realize like that person probably got up at 5
5 in the
a.m. to do
morning.
their hair, do their
Yes.
skin, like do their makeup, like eat and all this stuff. Like that person didn't just wake up like
Like
this,
that
like
exactly.
literally they have their schedule and they make the sacrifice of getting up earlier than
Yes.
everyone, of putting in that work. Basically why having your own schedule and your set routine like is so important because it actually shapes you into a more responsible person,
Yes.
a more
Confident person. I feel like
yes.
in general, like I feel way more confident when I have my when I'm getting my stuff done in the timely
Mm-hmm.
manner that I need to. Like
Same.
it just gives me like a really high boost of like serotonin. Like you know what, I'm that bitch because I did this and then I did this
Mm-hmm.
and I did this and I still have time to do this. Like that's
Yeah.
really how I feel whenever like I prepare myself like that.
I love that. And it does the same to me. I feel like it gives me like this boost of confidence
Right?
each time that you accomplish something. Like it does give you like this boost of confidence. And that's one thing that really helped me in my journey a lot. Like having this very strict routine. And just like Brand said, like knowing that you did that shit, it feels good.
It
Cause
does.
like I know like there's so many other people who are waking up last minute to go to work, to go to school,
Mm,
like all this stuff, like going, like I said, looking like all bummy and stuff, but you don't, like like you took that extra time because you care about your health, about your well-being, just about having a great week that day or a day that day. So that just really like helped me in my journey, and that's why I'm so excited to keep sharing this with you guys and like
yes.
just really stressing this to you guys, like having this routine, like it's just gonna make you a completely different person in a
Yeah.
really good way.
Like we wouldn't be wasting our time, you know, if we didn't feel like it actually worked. You know? I
Yeah.
mean, and like I said, like do like even simple things like managing your time is gonna help you so much, like so
Mm-hmm.
much. And even like if you're someone who's not used to that, for me personally, like I used to not do that a lot, and I would just like take the day by day. Oh, I'll do this today, like Wednesday, like oh, I'm gonna do this today, I'm gonna do this other day, but realistically that day never came, and then it's just
Mm-hmm.
I got tired of like falling back and just further back and back because that's just how it felt. I feel like I kept like taking steps back
Yeah.
as if we're like I now that I like am more responsible with my time and I just want to be more like put together. I feel like that's why like the routine started like doing more for me than when I
Yeah.
was just like planning day by day.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel the same way. Like I said, like it really just opened my eyes to see how much time I actually have within the week and within the day and just how much I can actually do to improve my life.
Yeah,
And like a routine doesn't have to be super crazy. Like
exactly. Yes,
you don't have to be doing some crazy as routine. It's just about like starting off small and then increasing what you're doing with the days within the weeks and just whatever feels right to you, because not
yes,
everybody likes the same things or does the same things. We all have different
yes,
schedules.
correct.
It's just like really finding what works within your day.
Correct. Yeah, and it's just that importantly too that does help me a lot. That having that like time management and having that grasp of like, you know what, if I don't get this done, like I'm not gonna get this other one done, and it's just gonna
Mm-hmm.
like make you feel more like out of it. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
In your mind, what is the perfect like structure routine for Wendy?
So for me personally, I'm very about like my self-care and just really like being, I want to say like in tune with myself. So then for me, like as soon as I wake up, I hit the gym at 3 a.m. and then I after the gym I come home, take a nap, and then I wake up, take a shower, and then after my shower, my really most important routine is like my skincare routine.
Yeah.
Like for me, like if I don't do my skincare that day, I just don't feel like myself. I don't feel
Yeah.
like clean. Like I don't feel like I don't know, like I
You
don't
don't feel like a baddie.
yeah, exactly. And I want to feel like a baddie,
No, definitely, yeah.
So then yeah, I really do like my skincare, and it's pretty lengthy, but I love doing it. Like
Yeah.
I know it's pretty time consuming, maybe like 10 minutes in, but just something about doing that and the way it makes you feel inside, like you just feel such a beauty inside. Like I just can't
Yeah.
explain that feeling. And then it just really sets me for the day. Like, damn, like my skin is looking good. I feel good. I'm refreshed, all this stuff. So then I do like my skincare.
Mm-hmm.
After my skincare, I get ready for work. I also do my hair. I take time in doing my hair because, like we mentioned before, like your appearance says so much
About
about you.
you.
And then if you want to have a good day, look good. Like trust me, that's gonna change the course of your entire day.
Yeah.
So then I just make sure, to have like my hair done, my skin done. And I never leave to work without eating breakfast, guys. Like ever.
Yes.
Like I'm sorry, I don't care if I'm late, but I'd rather eat and be happy throughout the day than be late and cranky.
Yeah, that needs to be talked about more. People, eat your breakfast before you leave your house,
Mm-hmm.
please. That
Yes,
will change
please.
your life.
Yes.
I love that. Okay, I love that. And for me, it's more like um I focus more on time management,
Mm.
because I feel like I have like very bad like ADHD, so I will get backtrack or waste a lot of time doing certain
Yeah.
things. So for me, it's like I give myself like short times to finish things. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot of little tasks, but that's the way I work. Waking up like early to go work, it would be like waking up 2 hours before to get ready. That's
Yeah.
realistically what I do because if I don't like I don't know, I just feel like I'm not gonna have time to do like what I really need to.
Mm-hmm.
So I give myself 2 hours before that, and I obviously once I leave for like work, I come back in the afternoon, and I'm like you, like I make sure I eat my breakfast within those 2 hours. Like I make sure I eat my breakfast, like do my
Mm-hmm.
skincare,
Yes.
like everything I need to do to be prepared, right? And then when I come home, I like to work out more in the afternoon. So I come home, I'll eat a snack, I'll take a shower, and then I'll head out to like go work out, and
Mm-hmm.
then I'll come back like around 8, 9 being the latest, and then that's when I start showering and I start like unraveling for like my nighttime routine.
Yeah.
And then that's when I also start preparing for the next day. Like I make sure I have my uniform in check. I make sure I have like my bag ready just so I can grab it and go. I make sure I know where I leave my keys for people who can't find their keys in the morning. Like I make sure I know where I leave my keys.
That's a good tip.
Yes, no, literally, because so many times I was late just because I can't find my
Uh-huh.
keys.
Because you're so unorganized too. So like
Yes,
that organization is gonna help you in your
help
life
you a
so
lot,
much.
and that's what I'm saying. Like if I didn't have that, I feel like I wouldn't get enough sleep. I wouldn't be able to do all the things that I love to do comfortably.
Yes, and I
And
agree.
yeah,
Like
right?
I agree especially with that part of like not sleep. So like when I come home in the afternoon, like I make sure I have to right away like shower. Or like
Right?
at first I either shower or I eat. Because if I don't, like you're so tired from work, like I'll literally come into my room
And just leave.
and just no, I'll just lay in my bed or on the floor. Like literally on the
Oh,
floor, guys. I'll just be there like
me.
and then
No,
like
me.
before I notice, like I'm on like TikTok or Instagram and an hour's gone by.
Yeah.
And I get out pretty late, recently like well, I just got a new job, but before like I would get out like around 6, almost 7. So then like it's already like by the time I've been laying down there, it's been like 8, and then it goes to 9. And I'm like, fuck, like I haven't even done anything, and now I gotta start all over again and do the same shit tomorrow. Like, and I already have to go to sleep, and I get cranky because I'm like, I didn't even get to eat, I didn't even get to shower good, or like, and I'm just in a rush to go to bed.
Yes.
So, and I hate that, but having a routine has taught me, like, you know what? You really suck at time managing. Like, so you need,
Realistically, yeah.
yeah.
Like me too.
So you need to like have a schedule because if I don't, like I said, I'm gonna be on the floor for like 2 hours. Like,
Yeah.
and then that's just such a waste because by that time I could have done my
So many things,
skincare.
yes.
Yeah, I could have like done whatever I needed to do that day, or like, just really make wise use of my time.
Yes, correct. I love that.
And
And sorry, I feel like yeah, basically, realistically, that's what you need. You need to have
yes.
time management in order to have a structured routine.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, because from our based off from our routines, you can already tell like you just need to give yourself time to do things, to be in a comfortable position, to obviously not be rushed and to get things done.
Yes. And then just I wanna kind of like jump into something. So speaking of time management, I think what really helped me set my routines was limiting my screen time, because today we're like so, like we're so attached to our
Yes,
phones, like,
I still am.
yeah, me too. Like, and I'm really working on that as well, but just really like learning, to like be off your screen for a while. Like try like limiting yourself to how much you're on your screen for, because that's really going to help you do so many other things and just really like do stuff that's more healthier for you and more benefiting for your brain and yourself, because just being on your screen isn't healthy for
Healthy,
you
yeah.
guys.
Like read a book or something, you know?
Yes.
Yes, I love that. I like that you brought that up, that not being on your phone, because I feel like most of the times where I'm procrastinating, I'm just
My
using my
phone.
phone, like
Same.
watching videos.
Like our generation is so bad with that,
Yes,
because
like
like I'm
I'm
telling
honest,
you.
I'm an iPad kid. Everywhere I
Same.
go, I need to be looking at something.
So even when I'm eating, guys, I
No,
can't eat in silence.
literally. That's I'm like I know I can relate to that.
But like it's just about taking like baby steps. Like
Yes,
I used to do like all the time, but now I really like try my best like to limit it, especially after work. Like I'm telling you, if I don't, I'm gonna be on that thing for like hours, and it
yes,
just wastes time. And then like I realized I get depressed. I'm like,
me
damn, like
too.
I was on my phone for like 3 hours,
Yeah,
like, and it just makes me realize like, okay, like there's so much more out there that I could be doing, and that's really going to help you too, guys. So then
yes.
even like look at your phone, it tells you how long you're on your
On
phone
your phone,
for.
yeah, like an hour. If
Like,
you're on your phone for an hour and 23 minutes, that's
cut it off, cut it off.
bad. But yeah, yes, and I also love that you brought up the whole time management. That you obviously are not the best at it, because
Yeah.
so am I. I literally suck at it. So what really helped me a lot was setting timers. Like if I have 30 minutes to do this, I set a 30-minute timer, and that will give me a wake up call if like I need to hurry up or not. Because as soon as that timer goes off, it lets me know either you're taking too long or
You're on time.
you're on time.
And
Yes. So that's why for me it helped me a lot having timers.
I love that you said that. And then one thing I want to suggest to you guys too is going out and buying like a physical form of like a calendar or a journal or a planner. Like that will really help you guys, just because it really helps you take accountability. And like for me, physically seeing something, it's like, oh shit, like in my face, like I have to do that. Like, or I only have these amount of days to do a certain thing. Like just that, it's gonna open your mind and really make you like think about your time.
Yes.
And like one example is like this one right
This one,
here.
yes. This is Ms. Wentz calendar.
So the
Babe, I'll let you explain.
so this is like what mine looks like. This is like my monthly calendar. So I have two actually. I have one for my bills, but that one doesn't look cute, and I want
Yeah.
people to know my
That one's
bills.
more like personal.
Yeah, that's
I
like my
have one
personal
too.
shit.
Yeah.
So I have that like hidden somewhere else. But there's like my monthly one, and I love this because I have it right above my vanity. So whenever like I'm doing like my makeup and stuff, I'm there like all the time every morning. I look at it, I'm like, oh shit, like it literally like it's a wake up call to me. Like you have these many days, like you need to do this shit today, you know? So then and make it fun, guys. Like as you can tell, mine's like colorful. Like I like to make it fun, and it should be
Yes.
fun.
Mine, I don't have mine here, but mine is a paper one, not a cute little one like this. But yeah, I literally decorate mine depending on the months. Like,
Yes.
and like for March, I painted mine green.
Like color coordinate.
Yes, like it makes it cute, and it's like
And it makes it
more appealing, and it
fun.
makes it more like okay, it makes it more like I don't know. For me, it
Yeah.
motivates me more to get things done when it looks
Yes.
pretty.
Like, and even like at the start of the month, I'm like, I get excited because I'm like, ooh, I get to do like my calendar. I can like
Yes.
draw a little picture. Like this time I chose little sunflowers or
Yes.
like whatever stuff like that, you know? And you just get into it. Like, I'm just like that kind of like creative side comes out of you, which is good. You want
Yes.
to tap into that too. Anyways,
Yes.
so yeah, like I basically like to like set decorated. I have like my gym routine, like what days are my rest days, I even have my skincare and my hair care, like what days out of the week I'm doing it. I also love, I'm a little quirky. I love to have like my mantras on there and my affirmations for the month. And you guys, that's like gonna help you so much in the sense if you're really trying to like,
Stay on track with your things.
yes, stay on track. And it's a type of motivation, especially if you're really trying to be that bitch and um keep, I guess, keep going throughout the month. Every day and every morning when I see this, I look up at my calendar and I'll say my mantra, like I'm committed to my success. I am capable, I deserve this, and it will pay off.
Yes.
So then I say that every day, and trust me, the more you say every day, the more you're going to believe it, and the
Yes.
more motivated you're going to be.
Yes.
Yeah, and I have my goals on the side. So I have like read 5 minutes every day, my daily meditation and yoga, daily journal, and then like what I have to do. For example, editing for G&G, Glowing and Glowing.
Period.
And then I have editing my own reels, and then eating healthy and protein. Like those are all my goals. And that I just feel like it's more of a motivation, and it helps me like really realize what I want to do in my life, or like in this month, like what I want to really focus on. So having those goals is really going to motivate you in that sense. And then trust me, like it feels good to see at the end of the month, like, oh shit, like I did that. Like I actually read for 5 minutes every day. And then soon enough, you're gonna feel so motivated to do even more. Like, oh shit, if I can do
Yes.
five, I can do 10. If I went to the gym for 3 days, like I can do five, like you'll
Yes.
slowly be motivated. And that's what I love. And like I like to like obviously cross out every day. And once you I feel like having that satisfaction of crossing out each day, knowing you did something, like it's just such
It's a
a
serotonin like boost
yes, such a high. Like
for
I
us.
love
I don't
it.
know. It makes me happy when I see that I am doing the things I need to do.
Yeah. And then it makes you feel good because like you're about your shit.
Yeah.
Because that's how I feel like, oh shit, like I can do this shit. And nobody can tell me I can't. Because look,
Yeah.
like.
And like honestly, once you start doing this, the more you do it, you're gonna like Gwen said, your mind's gonna get used to it, and you're just gonna naturally do it wherever you go. And that's what we mean. Where like if you set a structured routine,
Mm-hmm.
that will make you successful because you will bring that to anywhere you go. You're gonna bring it to your job. You're gonna
Yes.
bring it to people you hang out with, and that in itself, like I don't know, it motivates me when I see someone like me personally, like a person who's growing and glowing. When you see someone who is growing and glowing as well, and is obviously has been doing it more than you, like it motivates me
Yeah.
because I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
god, like that's always gonna like we're gonna achieve that, and like
Yes.
that's why it's important for you to have a physical representation of your goals and things
Yes.
you need to do because it will help you.
Yes, and like Brand said, like all of this, like it follows you. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
not just like having a routine is just benefiting for like that week or that
Yeah,
month. No, like having a routine is going to follow you in other senses. It's gonna make you more responsible at your work. It's gonna make you
yeah,
more responsible at school. Like the way you manage your everyday routines and the way you encounter problems, like that just expands your mindset, and it's just really like uplifting you and putting you in such a higher state.
yeah. It's a journey. There are moments where you're gonna fall out of it, and there are moments where you're gonna be consistent with it.
Yes.
So it's just about never giving up, you know? And I feel like that's why like it's important for you to no matter how many times like you fall out of it, you go back into it. Because I
Yes.
feel like that's when you snap back the most and like it
Yes.
started physically showing when we kept going, you know?
Yes, exactly. And like Brand said, like even though like we've been doing this for a while, like there's still times like me recently, like I had really fallen out of my routine of my calendar and all that stuff. And that's why like this month I was like, no, like I have to get back to it.
Yes.
And like on my calendar, like I literally I started realizing like okay, like I'm putting my goals, but I'm not really doing my
Keeping
goals,
up with them, yeah.
So then I figure out a system for me that works. Like on my calendar, like I draw little hearts, kind of like I make a key. So like my orange heart means I read my 5 minutes every day. My pink heart means that I actually did my daily meditation. And so end of each day I draw my little heart on obviously like that day that falls on it. And that's how like I know I'm taking more accountability, and I feel even more satisfied to know
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like today I got my heart, or like, oh shit, yesterday I didn't get my heart, like
Like I'm gonna get it today. You
yeah,
know what
like
I
it makes me
mean?
feel kind of like guilty, like fuck, like, and you start to feel that guilt. And like Brand said, it's okay to kind of like fall back out of
Yeah.
it. Like I
We're
recently start,
humans,
yeah,
man.
like we're humans, and I recently started doing those hearts, and I've been doing this for 7 days straight now, and like already I feel so much better. I feel so much more alive. I feel like myself.
Yes.
And that's what I really want to stress, that once you get your routine down, you'll find yourself more.
Definitely.
Like you'll know your worth more. Like for me, like doing that like makes me feel like worthy, makes me feel like okay, like this is how I always want to be, and I always want people to see me as and be
Yeah.
treated as.
Like I
And
want to inspire people to want
yes,
to do that, you know?
and people will look at you like, damn, like you do that, and it just makes
Yeah.
you kind of feel like good,
Yeah, it does. Honestly, you get like, oh wow, like no, yeah,
and
definitely. Like,
yeah,
there's enough time to get things done
exactly.
when you have a routine.
Yes, yes. So you guys, please go out, like make your routine,
Yes, do
make
it for yourself, you know, because you deserve it. You
mm-hmm.
literally deserve all the good things that come from that. Because you don't get any like bad things from like following your routine.
Yeah.
I feel like usually you only glow, you know, you
Yeah,
grow and
it's
glow.
only for your benefit, guys. It's only gonna benefit you in the long run. And like I said, having like a schedule, a routine, and all this structure in your life, it's a form of self-love. It just really shows how much do you love yourself to make time for yourself.
Yes,
And that's like what I loved about really like being so serious about like my everyday routine and like my monthly goals and all that. Like it really showed me like how much I truly love myself, because I wouldn't do all this back then, like compared to a year ago, like that wasn't really me. But this year, like I physically saw like within like those months of doing like this, of being consistent and disciplined enough to stick to my routines,
yeah,
it really helped me grow as a person and just to really love myself. Because now I'm like, if I don't do my skincare, I don't feel like I love myself a lot. Like I need to do it because I love my skin. I love to look beautiful. I love to take care of my hair. Like all this shit. Like you're going to really see that change
That
within you.
changes.
And I feel like you just get like a sense like Brent said, like this serotonin and happiness, for yourself. And it's the most important thing to do is to love yourself.
Yeah, I feel like once the routine started showing me the results, like it boosted my confidence more than I already had it before, and it subconsciously made me be more aware, more
Mhm.
subconsciously aware of things. Because I feel like before I wouldn't be like as self aware,
Yes.
and I would let things like go by and get undone, or I just wouldn't, like I said, wouldn't have structure for my day.
Hmm.
As opposed to now, I feel like it's definitely like I get more done, and even like in my attitude, I see a big difference in my attitude
Oh
towards
yes.
people
Hmm.
and towards myself. Most importantly, towards myself, like I just treat myself like so much nicer and people around me.
Yes, I love that. And honestly, I feel the exact same way. Because, like I said, I notice when even for a day, if I don't do my routine, like the way I come off to people can
Yeah.
be a little
No, me
strong.
too. No, yeah.
And, like, but compared to as the day where, like, I was actually, like, able to meditate, to, like, really visualize how my day's going to be and do, like, everything that's going to help me, be better in that day, like, it really shows. Like, that day, I'm
Right.
so happy. Like, even, like, if somebody's being negative to me, like, I'll literally ignore it. Like, that shit won't
Like
even
I don't
bother
got time for
me.
that.
Yeah. Like, I
Literally.
know I'm having such a great day. Like, and I know this morning I did everything I had to do. So like I feel great. But compared to when I don't, like it's just like, yeah, it's not it.
No, literally. Me too.
And that's what I love about having like that routine. Like it
Yeah.
just, like you said, it really opens your eyes into showing you like, wow, like how much of an effect it can have on
On
you.
you. And like you said, even like small, like we said, you don't have to have the craziest routine.
Mm-hmm.
It can be baby steps, because that's what I took, baby steps. Because
Same.
when I tried to do it like at first, from like what do you call it, like the change overnight, like it doesn't happen. Like
Mm-hmm.
I tried it, and obviously it's when I would like be unmotivated, and it was when I started taking baby steps that gave me the more confidence to even go do more for myself and start doing more little by little.
Yes, I agree. Definitely, guys. Like, so just try it. Try it
Yeah,
out for a week, do small little things. Like maybe this week I'm gonna focus on gymming it. Maybe this week I'm
yeah.
gonna focus on just my skincare or just eating breakfast.
Or
Like
like
slowly.
just maybe like start with 30 minutes of like not using your phone and reading a book.
Yes.
Simple things like that will give you so much confidence to even do more.
Yeah, and like little your goals, I think that really helped me a lot. So I really want to stress how like write a monthly goal, write a goal for that week.
Yes.
Like if you want to be a person who's confident, or maybe like let's say for me, like the reason I put read 5 minutes every day is because I'm very like I can't articulate my words good, but in public situations, I feel like I get very nervous and
Nervous,
it's
yeah.
harder for me, right? Like with you guys in these videos, like for me it comes easily, but compared to like in public it's kind of like harder for me. So I saw like a study showing that if you read like at least 5 to 10 minutes every day out loud to yourself, your vocabulary is going to expand, your confidence will expand. And I really started doing that shit, guys, and I'm telling you, like that just like helped me so much. So then goals like that, like every day for 5 minutes, or just like whatever you want to focus on, physically, mentally, like or long-term goals, like just put that in to help you motivate you to stay on track and to really give you like a sense of discipline.
Love that.
Thing about routines is that I feel like you should do like a little fun routine too, like something that you like as well. So like Brand say, like on Sundays, like have like your own like designated day where you get to kind of like relax but
And
have
do
like a
you?
good
Yeah.
routine. Yeah, like do you. Another example is that for me, like since I gym it and I love like to take care of my skin a lot, that's not just like my face, it's like my body and like everything else, obviously. um on leg days, the night before, I always have like my shower routine,
Ooh,
which like on my shower routine I it takes about an hour, so I'm sorry for everybody waiting for me.
for reals. Shout out to the family
Yeah,
waiting.
I'm like, but anyways, like during those days, which is like 4 days a week or something, I do like I do my hair mask, I leave it in there for 5 minutes, I scrub my body, I exfoliate it fully, I shave, and while I'm doing all that, it's just like this like harmonizing routine that makes me just feel so like beautiful, so like a fucking goddess, guys.
Yeah.
Like, and when I get out, like I put on my oil, like my special lotions, like that day, like I'm doing my full skincare, and like that to me is just like one of the best some of the best days from the week, because I look forward to
Yeah.
that. Like I look forward to like, oh shit, like my shower routine, like I just love it because after that feeling you just feel so much like it's like a how do I say this? It's like a spiritual shower that I'm giving myself, like, and I
No,
just love
literally.
it.
You're just showering yourself with love.
Yes.
I'm dead. Yes,
And,
I love that.
no, thank you. And yeah, like I recommend doing that. Like something that's just gonna like really like hype you up.
Yeah. Yeah, because also I feel like that does help you like with
Mm-hmm.
doing adding fun things to your routine so you don't feel like you're doing like if you're someone who doesn't like to be bored like me,
Uh-huh.
adding some like fun things to doing between your routine does definitely help you be more consistent with it.
Yeah. It'll make it like easier for you to get to that routine, and it's just gonna like feel less like work.
Yes.
Because that's what you don't want. You don't want to have like such a hard and overwhelming routine that eventually you don't want to do it. Because you're like, this is too much for me, you know?
Yeah.
Like start off small and then like increase it and then do add a little fun stuff in there. Like if you're like an artist, like add like a day where you're just gonna
Yeah.
draw or paint all day, you know, focus 3 hours on that. Like just find what works for you, you know, like I said before, like on Sundays and Brands, like we like to like take care of ourselves. So
Mm-hmm.
that's like our fun, you know?
Yes.
Or even like for me, like on Sundays, I know I'm gonna hit like a good 2 to 3 hours at the gym, and that to me is fun. Like I like to
Yeah,
kill
me
my body
too.
for fun.
Yes, me too. That is
So
fun.
yeah, so just like a few tips for you guys.
Okay, I love that you said that. And with that being said, you guys, we are gonna end the video today. Thank you so much for tuning in. We really appreciate all the love and support. And with that being said, we could only hope for you to keep
Growing
growing
and
and
glowing.
glowing.
Bye.
Bye.